Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged. I'm so happy you decided to join us. Before we jump in, I don't do this every week, but I would love if you went over, left a review, left a comment. I listen to all of those. Give me some topics. Send over to Steve at teachhoops.com. What kind of topics do you want to hear? But before we jump into today's topic, I'd like to give a big shout out to our two sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. I've tried them all, and this is not only how innovative are, but the workouts and what I love about Dr. Dish is they give back to the community. If you follow them on Facebook, if you follow them on Twitter, they're always giving back to the basketball community. And you mentioned Coach Unplugged, they'll give you $450 off. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is a one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's resources, it's handouts, it's videos, it's one-on-one calls, it's office hours. It's a coach. It's a resource run by a coach for a coach. It's not an ex-coach, not someone that's been let go, not someone that's coaching part-time. This is what I do. And Teach Hoops helps me keep the bills on. It helps me put up these podcasts, 13 podcasts a week. Teach Hoops helps me be able to do that. And it's a roadmap for you to be successful. And let me help you in this great journey that we call coaching. But let's head off to the podcast. All right. Welcome. And Coach Barker's here, co-hosting with me. Going to have a bunch of different co-hosts over the next, I don't even know how many months. I'd have to ask Amy how many months. A few. All right. So what's today's topic, Coach? What are we talking about today?
Yeah, if as a head coach, what qualities are you looking for in assistants when you're building your staff?
Ooh, okay. So let me go with this one first. So you've heard me talk. I've had 2 staffs in my 25 years, 2 staffs. And I believe every one of those staffs have one of 3 qualities. You have to have the Energizer Bunny guy, which does all the crap I don't want to do. He does the buses. He makes sure the parents are communicating. He does all the stuff that literally, I take care of our schedule. But other than that, does all that stuff. Does all the administrative stuff, does sports does all that. You need one of those. Then you need a Yoda. I have one of those. So Yoda is someone that knows as much, if not more than you, and is a basketball guru. You need that on staff. Sometimes, depending on how big a school, high school you have, sometimes these overlap. And then the third one is you need Nelly. You need the nasty Nelly that kind of questions you and is not a yes man. Okay, the other 2 can be yes men, or yes women, but the third one can't. The third one goes, why are you doing that? Are you sure you should do that? Why are you doing that? I think the problem is, and I noticed this with my first staff when we were kind of tweaking to the second staff, is too many yes men. And yes, we had won a lot, and yes, we had done things right, but I don't need that. I don't need to hear. And again, all of them can be non-yes people. Trust me.
Mhm.
If you've ever seen us at timeouts, they are literally. I want them to give me information and thoughts and ideas and stuff because I'm going to make the decision at the end. But they can give me as many possibilities as they want because that's fine.
Mhm.
I am fine with that. But that's kind of my utopian world that I'm looking for in a coaching staff. If I was a college coach, my fourth coach would be you go out and get me the
Mhm.
6'11" wing that has a wingspan of 7. I'd have the recruit, if I was a Division 3 coach, I'd have
Mhm.
that'd be my recruiter guy, I think. I don't know. I've really never thought about it because I've always been a high school coach. But I think if I had another person on staff and I was a college coach, and obviously they all recruit, but that's kind of what I look for in assistants. And again, I'm going to tell you for all the high school coaches that are listening, the most important people, other than the day you pick your team in a bigger school, which is
Mhm.
very important because one bad apple can spoil the bushel. The most important thing is picking your staff. The only reason I'm still coaching is because of my staff. Otherwise, I'd be retired. I'd go fishing. I'd go up to my lake house and go fishing. Um, but the only reason I am is because I like those guys and
Mhm.
we work well together and we have fun and there's a reason the boys stop in every day and say hi in my room and they're missing us, and it's because they know what we're about, and they post COVID we've kind of come out of that darkness of that, but very, very important. Your job, first of all, to keep your job, you better have good assistants because they better be in your foxhole with you too.
Yeah.
um, but what do you think, Coach? I'm sorry. What do you think about this? Was your question? I'm sure you got some responses to that.
Yeah, I think what you said there, a lot of that is similar to me, and what I'm thinking. I was thinking a couple different things, I guess, in terms also of you've had two staffs, right? So you haven't really turned it over, had to look for it. But for
No,
new coaches starting out, I think it's important to find different types of coaches than if you were a 15-year or 20-year veteran as a coach. And I think what I mean by that is when you're starting out, you would like somebody on staff. And at the end of the day, I think everyone, it's more important the relationships you have with your assistant coaches over, their prior
because you can
experience.
teach them the X's and O's, and you can
Correct.
teach them but you better be able to because you're going to spend a lot. I mean, I swear to God, I spend more time with my assistant coaches than my wife during the season. I
Oh,
swear to
I
God.
agree.
Like,
Yeah, a
oh
lot
my
more
God.
conversations for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I know.
So the specific traits, I think, you're looking for that honest and trustworthy person, and we're looking for coaches that are responsible, and then also similar to you in your nasty Nelly, I'm looking for someone that's going to question me. So those are kind of the traits. And when I'm starting out, maybe I don't want so much of someone questioning me. Personally, I'm fine with it, but maybe some younger coaches might be a little skeptical that, hey, that person might want my position or that type of
Yeah, there's
thing.
a fine line there, but I
Yep.
want, like, why are we running zone so much, coach? Or why are we
Yeah.
doing this? Like, again, as a younger coach, it's harder. Absolutely.
Hmm.
And I had one of those that knew how to do it to me.
Hmm.
Like it was like a lightning in a bottle because he knew how to say it to me without me going, oh, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Those are special. And if you can find those are even better. But yeah, the younger coach is gonna have a little bit harder time, I think.
Also, I think you have to be cognizant of how the coaches fit together. And kind of what I mean by that is, hey, if, for instance, I've had multiple assistant coaches over the year. It's kind of the nature of the beast nowadays with the younger coaches and that type of thing. But what I mean by that is I have one assistant coach that he's my right hand person, right? Him and I are together at all times. We're stuck together. I have another person I coach on the girl side. She handles all the girl stuff. She handles all the parents, all the scheduling, all the concessions, all those types of things.
How do you do halftime as a girls coach? This is a side note, has nothing to do with this question. How do you do
Yeah.
halftime and pregame and postgame? You go in the
Um,
locker room?
So pregame, we do not go in the locker room. We have a coach's room with a whiteboard and all of that. So we don't do any pregame. We talk to them, 15 minutes before the JV game starts.
Okay.
And then we talk to them. And then with 10 minutes to go in the JV game, we'll talk to them in the weight room after they do their pregame exercises and workout. So we'll talk to them in the weight room, and then we'll just see them on the court. So pregame, no locker room.
Okay.
Halftime, we do locker room, but I'm not big into halftime talks and stuff. So typically we'll be in the locker room 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Okay.
As coaches will, and this is what I'm saying with building coaches, they're all focused on certain areas.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying having a female coach might be important.
Oh, she does that. She goes right in there. Yep. Yeah. She handles all that. She's she's hopping in and out of the locker room, pregame, halftime, that type of thing. Just to keep the high schoolers kind of focused on the game and, ensure everything is how it should be. So that's, a different aspect of it. And I think you have to have someone on staff that's that film junkie, to really kind of fill that role. You have to have that person that's that film junkie. And the last one personally for me is I want a younger coach that's a teacher, because I'm not a teacher, that has more availability in the off season, sees them at school. I really think it's positive that I don't see them throughout the entire day. I think they respect me more. We don't go over, I'm not seeing them. They don't have other opinions of me as a teacher. Nothing bleeds into basketball, right? They only know me as a basketball coach. So I think that's where, for me, and people that aren't at the school, your staff, you kind of have to have more layers to building it, to cover other bases that you can't fill yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing, is a head coach filling a staff. Right. Where is your biggest weakness? Find at least two people who that's their strength.
Yes. And I think in my Rayovac, the guy that I don't want to watch any more film, because swear to God, I've watched more film than anybody should watch. I'll watch film, and I watch the amount of film I need to watch, but I don't watch like I used to when I had 3 VCRs going and I was doing this, and we were I've seen enough. So I can watch what I can get done in 30 minutes. It used to take me 3 hours. But you're right. I have two scout junkies that are like, literally, I would put our scouts against anybody's in the state. I really would. So you're right. I love that idea of, and then if you're not in the building, having someone in the building. I agree. I mean, I just know the amount of brush fires I have put out over the years. Ooh. Just because I'm here, and it's like, and if it's not you, it's got to be somebody else. I love that. Anything else, Coach?
I guess just overall concept is, it's more important to have people on your staff, in my opinion, that you trust and that have a good reputation, especially in smaller communities, that have good reputations and that are respected, than someone that claims to know everything about basketball. It's really about the relationships and the trust and respect that those people have.
It's the respect. Do you want to spend 4 months with this person?
Oh, hands down. Yep. Do you want to be sitting on a 2 hour bus ride home after you guys lost with this person? Or do you want someone that's
That's a good question, especially when you're picking the staff. I agree. All right. Until next week, Coach. Perfect. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it. Go over and check out our other podcasts, High School Hoops, Teacher Side Gig, and then go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Have a great day.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.